everyone! Welcome back to Hashtag No Filter. Ang galing naman! Episode number 7 na tayo, no? Kamusta Kuya Drew?
Oo, nakakagulat, no? 7 linggo na tayong nagtitiis sa ating mga bahay.
Yes.
Welcome to Hashtag No Filter sa
Hashtag
episode 7 natin ngayon.
Grabe yung init ngayon. Kamusta kayo dyan?
Ay, medyo... Eto, bukas na aircon, bukas pa ventilador, mainit pa rin. Okay?
Grabe, savior.
Yung lift up battle ni Daily Tubig sa kanyang vlog kahapon. Ano? Nakakatuwa. Tingnan natin sandali yung vlog niya na ito.
Okay, go.
Yo! Panibagong araw na naman. Maganda para sa darating na laban. Lift up tulungan, mag-ingay!
Aking ibubuhos maliban na magkamali ang
Nakakayanig ng sagutan, napaagad ng laban. Ngunit ito ang katanungan sa iyo bilang kabataan. Ano kayang darating na bagong normal ang ating kakaharapin sa ating bukas?
Okay, ibang klase talaga tong si Dale Tubig, ano? Nakakaaliw siyang panoorin every Monday. So, ang kilikin at tuloy-tuloy lang po kayo mag-share, mag-comment, and mag-join kayo libreng mag-recommend. So, ngayon, very interesting yung topic natin. And of course, focus ulit tayo sa Christus Vivit. Palalimin pa natin ito. Tignan natin ngayon yung kultura ng mga kabataan. So, madami na tayo napag-usapan tungkol sa realities of the youth, kung ano yung mga katotohanan ng mga kabataan. Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin yung culture of the young people. Hindi natin porket bigla na nag-ECQ pero marami yung nag-change, yung nag-vary. Ngayon, sobrang excited ako ipakilala sa inyo yung ating magiging guest, and very interesting yung reason kung bakit ito yung pangalan niya, na later on, i-explain ni Father. So, he is a Salesian priest who's now based in Cebu City, and he had various experiences na from Negros to Laguna to Rome. Very interesting yung kanyang mga napuntahan at mga nagampanan ng mga roles. So, Father Joriz Calsa, hello po, welcome po. Father, kamusta po kayo dyan?
Okay lang, naulan na. Nandito na si Ambo. Dito si Ambo. Inggit na.
Nakakaingit. Father Joriz, bakit po Joriz ang inyong pangalan?
Simple lang. I'm born Taguig, Rizal, born December 30, and therefore it's Jose Riz Rizal.
Ibang klase naman talaga.
Ibang klase na.
Gusto ko yung mga gano'n na yung may mga story behind sa pangalan. Tapos pag kinukwento, parang ang cool. Sige, Father, para po mas makilala pa namin kayo, meron kaming set of questions na parang fast talk din. Pero this time, papakita po namin yung pictures and pipili po kayo. Ready na po kayo?
Ready.
Okay, so pili lang kayo, Father Joriz, ipakita natin anong klaseng youth culture ang inyong gusto.
Instagram. Yung malinamnam, street food. Rap. Spoken poetry. Yung pinag-uusapan, K-drama, Hillsong. Ayan naman yung pag-uusapan natin.
Thank you very much. At ngayon, nakilala na natin si Father Joriz na makakasama natin ngayon sa episode ng Hashtag No Filter. No? Ngayong araw, ang topic na gusto nating bigyang pansin sa Christus Vivit ay ang chapter 5 and 6, The Paths of the Youth and the Roots of the Youth.
So, dito pinag-usapan natin with Pope Francis kung ano yung longing present in the hearts of the young people as a kind of restlessness. Especially ngayon, na nasa ECQ tayo, even though matapos na to, marami pa rin kasing uncertainties. And there's this kind of restlessness na nag-haunt sa mga kabataan natin. Parang ganito kaya yun. Tignan natin tong video na to. kinds of restlessness and different voices para maipanaig yung restlessness na yun. Kaya po ba, Father Joriz, when you were young, did you experience this kind of restlessness? Ano yung mga nakakapag-gantong feeling sa inyo?
Oh, yeah. Of course, no, yung restlessness ko dati is connected with three communities kung saan ako, sa bahay, sa pamilya. I'm also involved sa parokya and then sa school. For example, sa bahay, yung usual na away-away, no? Ang dami naming away dati. Especially 5 kami magkakapatid, no? Yung iniisip mo na, paano ba kami magkakasundo, no? As we grow along. Kasi daming inggitan, daming comparison. So yan yung sa pamilya. Sa parokya naman, as early as elementary kasi, officer na ako ng Knight of the Altar. Kaya ako naging pare eh. No? So yun, doon ako nabingwit. So as an officer, ang lagi kong iniisip is, paano ko masustain? Ano pang gusto kong gawin? No? Para at least mabuhay yung grupo. No? As early as elementary, nag-iisip na rin ako ng gano'n. No? Serious soul, baby. And then of course, sa school, yung grades. Paano ko mapapasa? Simple naman dati, wala pa namang internet eh. Kaya wala kang other concerns.
Wala pang Google.
So, yung grades, kasi tamad ako mag-aral noon. So, those are the usual things, no, na medyo hindi ako mapakali. Yes.
How did you deal with those kinds of things? It's different sa bahay, it's different sa school, it's different din sa ministry. Paano ka po nagko-cope?
That's a very good question, ha? Sa school, ay talagang sariling sikap lang. Kasi grades naman yun eh, pag-aaral. So, sariling sikap. Pero merong tutor, daddy ko, genius. Iwan mo lang yung assignment. Kung hindi mo alam sa lamesa, the following day may sagot na.
Lagot
Diba? And then sa
tutor na yan.
sa parokya, since meron naman kaming senior leaders na yung mga tinatawag na youth ministers, and since bata pa ako noon, so I always talk to him, ano pang kailangan, no? And then experimental basis. And then sa bahay, yun minsan wala akong magawa eh. Away na mag-asawa ng parents ko. Anong magagawa mo? Iiyak ka na lang. No? Mga ganon. So, iniiyak, kinakausap, kinakain. Ganun lang.
Thank you, Father. No? Yung mga kinuwento mo ay base sa iyong karanasan. Tingnan naman natin yung mga kabataan ngayon. No? Paano ba nila pinapakita yung pagiging restless nila sa panahon ngayon, lalong-lalo na sa EZQ moment ng ating panahon.
Yeah, that's true. So yung mga youth, especially ngayon, halos may pagkakahawig naman no sa dati. Iba lang ang issue, iba lang ang pangalan, iba lang yung mukha ng issue, and then haluhan lang ng internet at technology, no? Na nagpalalim din ng restlessness ng mga kabataan. Halimbawa sa pamilya, with the case ng COVID ngayon, enroll pa ba ako sa semester or next year? Because it all depends sa status, financial status ng nagtatrabaho na parents, right? Aming madadamay nito. In fact, before coming here, I read na baka yung next wave ng pandemic are suicides. No? Nakakatakot. No, lalo na dun sa Europe tsaka sa Amerika. Even dito sa Asia, Japan and Korea, ang daming suicide cases. No? Kasi hindi maka-cope up. At least sa atin, magtinda ka lang ng tubig dyan sa tabi, pwede na eh. Sa kanila, kailangan business permit. Or halimbawa sa school, no? Nandiyan pa rin naman yung concern sa academics, pero yung competition parang mas malakas ngayon. I don't know. And then, of course, sa school, nariyan din yung mga bullying. You know that very much, di ba? Dati, ang tawag namin dyan, biruan. Ngayon, technical term, bullying, in-your-face bullying. At meron ding virtual or cyberbullying na mas mabigat, no, pag nabully ka. Of course, yung pressure ng grades nandiyan pa rin, di ba? Of course, sa mga friends, no, yung restlessness sa friends, nandiyan yung mga peer pressure, no? Yung peer pressure ngayon, may halong technology na rin. Like, for example, yung gaming addiction, no? Or even yung paggastos online. Ewan ko kung uso sa inyo yan, no? Yung ubusan ng pera ng parents, no? Kasi pwedeng COD. Of course, sa self, yung how to present yourself. Kasi marami ngayong gustong presentable yung mukha, dapat walang ganyan, no? So, pa-impress, pressure na di masyadong maging emosyonal. I don't know. Ako, ang tagal ko na sa youth ministry, no? Pero I can compare. Ang daming matampuhin na mga youth, no?
Ngayon po.
Ang bilis. No? The
Mas
social
sensitive na nga po
affective
mga
maturity medyo mabagal. So in short, I think the restlessness ng mga youth is connected with a lot of uncertainties. Ang daming uncertainties in front of them. Hindi sila sure, hindi sila sigurado anong nangyari. Pero, on the positive light, dahil gigil, no? I love to use that word, no? Gigil yung mga youth, no? To do something. I think they want to do something with a sense of direction. May landas na tatahakin.
Thank you, Father Joris. So, emphasize ko lang, na-mention niyo po kanina na merong uncertainty na nagkakause ng restlessness and yung genuine longing for direction. Na-mention din siya ni Pope Francis sa Christus Vivit. And we know na yun yung reality. Whether bata ka, whether tumatanda ka, merong constant longing of searching, discovering the paths. How do we accompany the young people po, especially right now, na merong additional struggle of PCQ? Paano po natin i-accompany mga kabataan sa pag-discover ng paths nila?
Yeah. It's a good question, no? Actually, maraming paraan, di ba? Pero kung gagamitin ko lang yung words ni Pope Francis, ang isang in-emphasize niya sa Christus Vivit is that part of yung fraternity, to think of community, no? To think of community. Hindi lang to be part of the community, but to really have that mindset of community. Alam mo yon? Kasi nga, kung ako, member lang ng community, I might just flow, no, kung anong gusto kong mangyari. Pero if I think community, that's my mentality, my mindset. Yung para bang lagi kang may inaalala, no, lagi kang may iniisip na iba. And just imagine if that is the kind of mentality, yung awareness ng mga kabataan na I think of others always, then I think that's the sense of yung sinasabi ni Pope Francis na fraternity and culture of encounter. Halimbawa, na-realize ko, no, in my ministry involvement, ang daming youth ministers, I don't know dyan sa inyo sa area nyo, maraming youth ministers na nasa education field. No? Mga nasa field ng education. Ang ganda. So for example, how to accompany. Nandiyan ka na, nasa school ka na. You know, one of the long term, sabihin natin, allergic ako sa mga short term, ha? Nangangati ako. Sa long term, for example, is curriculum. Ha? Kinakatakutan ng iba yan. Pero halimbawa, kung private school ka with a PAASCO, na pwede mong i-manipulate, quote-unquote, yung curriculum mo to your own design and intention, nako, ang ganda ng integrated curriculum with social awareness. Ang ganda nun, ng impact, di ba? Hindi ka lang puro activity, pero kasi nasa curriculum siya, you know na may growth basis siya. Ang ganda nun. From kinder to college, can you imagine that? Of course, sa public school, unfortunately, wala tayong control, no? Pero sa private school, maraming ganun, no? Or halimbawa sa parokya, magandang pag-usapan din, no? Yung mga youth sa parokya. Ang experience ko is, I'm a religious, no? Pero I'm invited sa mga diocesan, giving talks left and right, discussions, planning. And ang isang question, I think you can relate with me here, paano i-sustain yung mga youth sa parokya? Kaya nga kami sa SYM, sa Salesian Youth Movement, ang aming proposal talaga ay youth group in the service of the community. Not youth group in the service of self-serving lang. Kasi lahat naman ng charism na nasa simbahan, yung mga mandated orgs na iba-ibang titles, is for the service ng community. So yun yung youth groups na in-introduce namin. And you know what? You can read that in my book. Advertise. Di ba?
Taray ng pagpasok niyo po.
Better Than Life. Youth Ministry book. Published ko to noong February 2020. Fresh na. Kasi sa youth group, it's a miniature community experience. Napapansin lahat. Meron kang airing out. Mafa-follow up ka individually. And of course, you are surrounded by your friends. No? So that is why yun yung sa parokya. Or halimbawa sa social media. Alam mo, maraming mga kabataan ngayon na walang affiliation. Ang affiliation lang siguro nila is the internet. The great balancer. No? So pupunta yan ng internet at maghahanap ng kung ano-ano. And there are, I can call them curious seekers. Halimbawa, kayong mga nasa youth ministry, tayong nasa youth ministry, let's gather their main questions. And then gawa tayo ng mga segments, no? To answer that question. For example, paano ba manligaw? Uy, nako, turuan natin. No? Paano ba mag-web, and many other concerns, no? So, sa social media. So, there are many possibilities. Sa totoo lang, how to accompany youth. Ang pinaka-importanting question is, are there willing souls who wanted to accompany? Kasi bukasyon to eh. Ang pagiging youth minister is a lifelong process. Hindi lang yan sa simbahan, sa social media. You have to accompany them hanggang mag-asawa sila.
Yes.
Totoo yun, Pads. Ano? Parang
Lifestyle.
napakasarap pakinggan yung sinabi mong unlimited, no, sa pag-youth minister, no. Kumbaga kung titingnan natin yung Christus Vivit, sinasabi ni Pope Francis yung salitang no border, no limits, di ba? That we can be sent anywhere, no, tayong mga youth minister. Pero kung titingnan po natin sa crisis ngayon, no, na mahirap itong maintindihan, lalong-lalo na ng mga kabataang limitado sa resources, walang internet, limitado sa oportunidad dahil sa kahirapan. Ano mo kayang pwede niyong masuggest sa mga katulad nating youth minister na kasama ang mga kabataang walang masyadong resources o nabubuhay sa kahirapan?
Mahirap na tanong yan, no? Pero ang ilagay lang din natin sa isip na hopefully temporary lang ito, na hopefully passing lang ito. Pero sa youth ministry, although we wanted yung mga kabataan to be in touch with reality, di ba? Like for example, yung na-mention yung crisis, no? Kahirapan, limitado sa opportunities, sa technology. Ang mas ine-emphasize natin kasi sa youth ministry, kasi nga inspired tayo sa cruise, di ba? Ito lang yung siguro season ng COVID na bawal gamitin yung positive. Kasi nung New Year, di ba, sabi, be positive. Eh ngayon, ang wish ng mga tao, be negative. Pero, ang ine-emphasize sa youth ministry is the formation to be optimistic. Eh. So, especially, ano ang pwedeng solusyon, no, ng mga kabataan sa crisis, sa kahirapan, sa limitado na opportunities. For example, saludo ako sa mga working students. I don't know if two of you are working students, no? Grabe sila. Because they did not allow the world to stop their dreams. Saludo ako. And even the limited resources ng pockets ng kanilang parents, right? So, passion, yung energy ng isang working student is for me a model attitude ng isang youth ng Filipino. Talagang nagsusumikap, madiskarte. You know, the reality is this, no? Yung sinasabi ng world na opportunities are very limited. Pero that's what the world says. Pero for us, we know very much that there's so much opportunities. Ang akin lang siguro is for the meantime is, let's be also practical. Yung, alam mong, kanina nung nagre-reflect ako, naisip ko lang, siguro masyadong malaki yung dream ng mga kabataan. Why not resize it a bit? Especially yung expectations mo. Kung ano yung kaya sa ngayon. Kasi lalaki din naman yan eh. Diba? May mga ibang college students. Yeah, we don't like our course. But they start loving it. And then, nung nakatrabaho na, they proceeded. Yung maliit, pwede pa namang lalaki. It's the principle of the seed. No? From maliit, lalaki at lalaki yan. No? So, resize your expectation a little bit. No, kasi alam mo naman yung resources ganyan. So that's one concrete idea. Another point of interest is maybe kasi nga masyadong maliit yata ang mundo ng ibang kabataan, no? Limited to 4 corners of the screen, 'di ba? Hopefully pag wala na tayo sa GCQ at nasa ano na lang tayo, and I think may balita na kanina, pag makakalabas na tayo, I think the best way is to really explore the world, no? Be in touch with people, and link up with organizations. Kasi sometimes, yung sa kalimited ng ating pag-iisip, minsan ito lang yung kayang isipin ng ating org. But the other orgs are also gifted with the gifts of the Spirit. Marami sila. So let's link with them. No? Let's link with them. So, isa sa pinakamalaking blessing ko as a youth minister, nakapag-aral sa Rome. Inggit, di ba? Ganun na lang. Nakapag-aral ako sa Rome. Unexpected yun. Pinaaral ako, so
Gano'ng
pinapili ako
katagal
ng
kayo doon, Father?
3 years. Pinapili ako ng course. Syempre. So, nag-major ako ng theology sa licentiate. Majorin, hulaan mo. Youth ministry. Catechetics. So, you see? So, alam mo, nung nag-aral ako sa labas, doon ko nakita yung Pilipinas from the outside. At nakita ko nga na yung isang gift natin, which others might disagree with me, is yung gift of the poor and poverty, the state of poverty. Kasi nga, sa ibang bansa, may poor sila, pero may means. Pero sa atin, marami tayong poor, pero wala namang, kulang. Nakita nyo naman nung when they were distributing the social amelioration, no? Ang sakit sa ano. Lalo na nung nabalitaan nyo yung sa news na merong 2 babae, isa doon minor, na nagpabugaw ng sarili kasi hindi sila nabigyan. They were not included sa DSWD at wala na talagang pera eh. Ang sakit, no? So, pero ang maganda sa poverty tsaka sa poor sa ating bansa, mas naging tao tayo because of that sense of solidarity. No, nabigyan tayo ng opportunity to really serve our very own, no? So, that is why for me, yung mga youth ministers are the best candidates to be politicians. Pasukin nyo ang politiko. Change the face of politics. Ha? Inuumpisahan na ni Vico, ha? At nakita rin ni Vico na mahirap talaga pala ang sistema. Pero, kailangan just change the face of politics. Leaders enter into politics. Yung may kaya lang.
Parang di ko yata kaya at sa buhay ko'y wala ka. I'm invited?
Join! Welcome back to #NoFilter. So, kanina po, napag-usapan na natin yung lawak and at the same time, yung importance ng direction in life. Yung tinatawag natin yung paths. Pero Pope Francis also mentions a really, really essential part, vital part ng buhay ng kabataan. So, meron tayong paths, meron tayong direction, and it's also a struggle. Pero it also means na kailangan meron tayong roots. Pope Francis even said in Christus Vivit 179, "It pains me to see young people sometimes being encouraged to build a future without roots, as if the world were just starting now." So, feeling ko po, Father Joriz, hindi pa naman ganun kalaki yung problema na ito compared sa ibang bansa. Pero ano po sa tingin mo? Pagdating sa roots and foundations of the young people, how do you look at yung culture dito sa Philippines?
Alam mo, maswerte tayo dito sa Pilipinas dahil we have a culture of respect for the elders. Respect for the elders. Gustong-gusto natin nakasama si Lolo at si Lola because ang dami nilang stories and then of course, they're so caring. Pero at the same time, the stories of our Lolos and Lolas are the ones keeping us rooted with our family identity. Can you imagine if we don't know our history, especially sa family, wala tayong identity, ang babaw natin, we are like floating people, on air. So, pero at the same time, a lot of young people are having a different type of, understanding about what's happening in the world. For example, dahil nga ngayong mga panahon, meron tayong tinatawag na global and youth popular culture wherein yung mga nangyayari sa ibang bansa, no, na magaganda, nahihigop ng mga kabataan. Meron din namang hindi, di ba? So, in short, yung parang yung originality of culture ng isang bansa ay hindi na talaga pure eh. Parang may halo siya. Pero again, we need to rediscover our own identity talaga, no? As a Filipino Catholic youth and even as a Filipino youth. So we need to go back to those kinds of identity. You know, dito sa Christus Vivid, no? The Pope mentioned about the cult of the youth. Sa simpleng salita, when you say cult of the youth, ayaw nilang pakinggan whatever is galing sa matanda, galing or whatever is old, luma. Because in the words of Christus Vivid 182, sabi dito, outmoded and then contemptible sila. Kaya nga, there is a growing sense of being rootless or detached from our historical roots ang mga kabataan ngayon. No? And you know, silently, sometimes sa youth ministry, we are promoting this kind of rootless, no, generation. For example, in our youth ministry or even in the bigger church, we sometimes dichotomized, no, ministries. For example, may family ministry, may youth ministry, may children ministry, may couples for Christ, children for Christ, widows for Christ, for Christ's sake. Oh, ang dami, di ba? Ang dami. So and therefore masyadong na-split. And ang byproduct noon is we even, shall we say, remove the family from going together in the mass kasi may kanya-kanya silang gimmick at formation. Aside from that, in our present youth ministry structure, no, pag sinabing youth ministry, ang present lang mga youth, no? Ang mga present lang mga youth. Akala ko ba ang community, ang simbahan ay community, ang simbahan ay family. So therefore, as a family, as a community, lahat dapat may involvement, may involvement. And therefore, you know what? In my book, no, in my book Better Than Life, meron akong isang chapter dito explaining how important, for example, yung adults, no, to be present or yung family to be present in the youth structure because of values, no, that young people need to prepare for the transition and transformation from one stage to another, no? Kasi kung walang modeling of adults and even family sa youth ministry, they will become perpetual adolescents. Hindi sila mag-grow. Perpetual adolescents ang tawag. Also, nabanggit din nabanggit din sa Christus Vivid itong sinasabi ni Pope Francis, a spirituality without God. Can you imagine that? It's so scary, no? Pero is it even possible to think of spirituality without God or the divine? Merong isang author, ang pangalan si Krista Tippett ng Pew Research Institute. Sabi niya, a spirituality is about constantly coming back, looking inward, getting recentered, and looking beyond ourselves. Now, if this is the kind of definition of spirituality, can you even think, or rather, can you think only of yourself without even thinking of God? It's possible. And there are so many people, even young people, who are looking inside, inward, recentering, and looking beyond themselves without even thinking of God. Mga agnostics, very indifferent with religion, very indifferent with God. So, it's a very big task for us youth ministers, especially, to really let young people keep rooted. Sabi nga, the roots is the source of strength ng isang puno. And of course, without roots, young people will become shallow. And also, they will start to become distrustful, or yung sense of mistrust sa mga adults is very strong.
Ngayon pong mas napalalim at mas napalawig na natin yung paths and yung roots. Balik naman tayo dun sa reality of the church na merong kabataan and meron ding mga elders. And sa isang simbahan, meron tinatawag na joint forces. And even Pope Francis, being Pope Francis, he suggests that the young and the old join forces in dreaming and taking risks. Pero alam natin na hindi siya ganun kadali dahil meron tayong mga gaps na tinatawag and may mga differences. So, what are the types of things na pwede nating gawin para makapag-create tayo ng ministry of the young people with the special participation of the elders?
Talking of intergenerational relationship, importante yan. Let me go back to that idea. A church is always a community, di ba? A family. So if the church is a community, then even sa youth ministry, we have to consider it also as a community, a family. So, sabi nga sa principle ng management, the macro is the micro. Ha? The macro is the micro. So, yung nangyayari sa malaking simbahan, sa structure natin, nangyayari din dapat sa maliit. So, if we call our church as a family, no, as a community, ganun din dapat yung youth ministry. So, that is why yung intergenerational relationships ay so important. As I've mentioned, no, importante na may presence ng adults and also family and those willing, no, to form young people sa youth ministry. So the question whether ang mga adults, no, welcome in the structure of the youth ministry, absolutely yes, because sabi nga sa Christus Vivit chapter 5, I think, sabi doon that the adults, no, although by age are not anymore young, they're not anymore under the youth, but they still can practice youthfulness, no? Hunger for more. Ganun naman yung sensibility ng isang young person. Yung hungering for more. I want to explore more, do more, relate more, no? So, if for example, no, the adults have that eagerness to do more, to serve more, to know more, to relate more, that is their youthfulness. And therefore, they are welcome also in the youth ministry structure, especially in the Philippines. In my book, Better Than Life chapters, the last chapter, chapter 10, pahapyaw ko siyang dinevelop. Bakit pahapyaw? Because I realized, no, in my long years in youth ministry, ito yung kulang natin sa youth ministry. The presence of adults and family in our youth ministry structure. Pahapyaw kasi nga hindi pa nade-develop, and I think this is our way forward in our youth ministry in the Philippines. Kasi malakas yung ating family, pero they are absent in the youth ministry. Umattend ako ng aming international gathering of youth ministry and family sa Madrid, Spain. At simple na yung idea ng youth ministry na pinopromote sa amin sa Salesians. Ganito lang, and I want to share it to you, no, as one of my last thoughts. Whenever there are young people, they also have their own families, right? So bakit ka pa gagawa ng youth ministry and family ministry like two separate bodies and then join them together? No. Youth ministry is automatically family ministry. Thank you.
Alright, maraming salamat po, Father Joriz. Nag-enjoy ako sa ating conversation today. Maraming salamat din sa ating viewers. I hope marami rin kayong natutunan. And if you have questions, feel free to comment. Father, to end siguro our episode, meron po ba kayong message to the young people, especially right now? Siguro konting words of encouragement regarding how to strengthen your roots and how to find your path.
So my encouragement, especially to young people, no, who are listening and watching on this show, is hopefully, of course, no, this COVID is something temporary, and what is important now is to prepare for the new normal. The new normal is not something that we prepare, especially the externals. A lot of people will do that for us. But what is important is ourselves. What will I do after this COVID, or in the transition that we will be allowed to go out already of our homes? What are those things that I need to change? Because, you know, we realized that in this COVID, when we were in quarantine, we were doing a lot of unnecessary things outside, wasting of time. So I think what is important now is to think of, shall we say, the quote-unquote what are my new normal things that I need to do as a person. You know, one of the thoughts that I want to leave to you is yung sinabi ni Pope Francis sa Christus Vivit, don't be a photocopy of others. Huh? But try to discover, no, your uniqueness, your contribution to the world. Because, you know, whenever we do youth ministry, there's no limits. Whenever there are so many young people outside, wherever they are, that is a way, no, of doing ministry for the youth. Pero that's it. There's so many things to be done. Pero what is important is what could be your best contribution, no, in this world which God wanted us to live. So meron kang kailangang misyon na kailangan gawin para sa iba. So for those of you who are interested, I wrote a book. The title is Better Than Life. No, this is based on my experiences. This is a book that is not filled with activities. This is not promoting cut and paste, by the way, but these are principle-based, no? Yung lasting principles, how to start youth ministry. So, the book is available at Don Bosco Center Studies in Parañaque, and also those in Makati in Don Bosco Parish bookstore. So you can buy it there, Better Than Life. And since I use Better Than Life, doing ministry is better than life. God bless you. Take care, no? And always stay rooted in your family, no, in our community, and especially with God. God bless you.
Thank you again for watching #NoFilter. We hope to see you again next week.
Salamat po, and do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel at magkita-kita ulit tayo next week sa ating episode ng
#NoFilter.
Thank you very much.